I had a dream, which was all not a dream. The sun bright was extinguished, and the stars did wander darkling in the eternal space, rayless and pathless, and the icy earth swung blind and blackening at the moonless air. Morn came and came brought no day, and men forgot their passions in the dread of this dissolution, and all hearts were chilled into selfish prayer for light, and they did live by watching the fires and the thrones, the places of crowned kings and the huts, the habitations of all things which dwell, were burnt for beacons, cities were consumed, and men were gathered around their blazing homes to look once more into each other's face. Happy were those who dwelt within the eye of the volcanoes and their mountain torch. A fearful hope was all the world contained. Forests were set on fire, but hour by hour they fell and faded, and the crackling trunks extinguished with a crash, and was all black, with the brows of man and desperating light wore an unearthly aspect as fits. The flashes fell upon them, some lay down and hid their eyes and wept, and some did rest their chins upon their clenched hands and smiled, and the others hurried to and fro, and fed their funeral piles with fuel, and looked up with mad disquietude on the dull sky, with the pall past world, and then again, with curses cast them down upon the dust, and garnished their teeth and howled at the wild birds shrieked, and terrified did flutter on the ground, and flap their useless wings. The wildest brutes came tame and tremulous, and vipers crawled and twined themselves along the multitude. Hissing but stingless, they were slain for food, and war, which for a moment was no more, did gilt himself again. A meal was brought, with blood in each state, silently apart. Grogging himself in gloom, no love was left. All earth was all but one thought, and that was death. Immediate and inglorious in the pang, all feminine fed upon entrails men died, and their bones were tombless at their flesh. The merged by the meager were devoured. Even dogs assailed their masters, and all save one, and he was faithful, of course, and kept the birds and beasts, famished men at bay, till hunger clung them, or dropping dead, lured their lank jaws himself sought without no food, but with a piteous and patriarchal moan, and a quick desolated cry, licking the hand, which made an answer with not caress he did. The crowd, which was famished by degrees, but two of the enormous city did survive, and they were enemies they met beside the dying embers of the altar place, where they had been heaped with a mass of holy things. For an unholy usage they rank up, and the shivering scrap with their cold skeleton hands, with feeble ashes and their feeble breath, blew for a little life, and made a little flame, which was a mockery. Then they lifted up their eyes, as it grew lighter, and beheld, in each other's aspects, saw and shrieked and died. Even their mutual hideousness they died, unknowing though who he was upon whose brow feminine within written fiend. The world was void, populous, and powerful as a lump, seasonless, herbless, treeless, maneless, lifeless, a lump of death and a chaos hard of clay. The rivers, first lakes, and ocean all stood still, and nothing stirred within their silent depths. Ships and sailorless lay rotting the sea, and their mats fell down piecemeal, and they dropped. They slept on the abyss without a surge. The waves were dead, and the tides were their grave. The moon was their mistress, and had expired before. The winds were withered within the stagnant air, and the clouds perished. Darkness had no aid of them. She was the universe.
What's up, my pretties? It's the Lion Queen here.
I want to appreciate you all for tuning into this video, and I do appreciate you guys supporting my video by giving this video likes and stuff. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new, ring the bell for notifications to when I upload so that way you guys will get updated for whenever I upload. If you want to follow me on Twitter or DeviantArt, feel free to leave a follow on those if you are interested in following me on those socials. If you want to support my backup channel, known as Ms. Dark Shigo, feel free to subscribe to it, as a link to that will also be in the About page section. And with that being said, and that being the case, thank you so much for watching, my pretties, and as always, stay pretty.